Welcome back to League of XCOM, Season 3, Episode 16, Operation Soaring King. Yes, after the last episode, we've impounded the Soaring King's ride, so we're gonna have to take him in for questioning. Let's start the mission off. Oh, great. It sent us back to the rooftops. Well, if there's one thing I know about the rooftops, is that if you remember watching Season 2, Episode 4, we fired a rocket and totally got one insectoid. But this time, we have snipers. So as Darius shows a scanner, it reveals exactly what we're up against, and it'll ensure that we won't miss our rocket. With that, let's get the rest of the men in position, and extra and fire the rocket, and deal some damage. For today's pro tip, I'm just going to tell you that on this mission, there will always be a unit right there. So if you have a rocket launcher, being able to deal with 3 enemies at the beginning is really going to save you a lot of time and hassle, as dealing with one less group on this mission is a lot easier than having to deal with up to 4. So with NASA's rocket, we're going to deal with 2 of them and leave another one extremely vulnerable. I put my 2 snipers on Overwatch so when it moves in, we can take the shot. But the thing is holding its cover, so I guess we have to come to it. Sever moves up, and with an 85% shot, she's going to deal 5 damage. I only need to land one more shot, and the thing will be totaled. I move Singe to an awkward angle where he's being flanked, but he's got 2 shots at 56, and the first one will land, so I don't even have to worry about the second one. With one group of aliens already being taken care of, it makes this mission a lot easier. Oh. Well, here comes some floaters. And as one of the floaters races across our Overwatch zone, both snipers take an Overwatch shot. Complete success. With that, we're going to move up cinched, and we're going to do another double shot on a floater. But we're not going to need the second one. There's one floater left, and after we've dealt with him, there'll only be 2 more enemies. There's no genius way I'm going to do this. I'm feeling pretty confident there's no aliens around here, so the server moves up and takes a shot. Had she missed or dealt 5 damage, I still had run and gun on Twisted Fate. We now disposed with half of the aliens, and the other half are probably on the other side of the skyscraper. So it's time to take cover and move up slowly. Only want to find 1 at a time, as if I find 6 aliens, it'll be pretty dangerous. But if I find 3 and then find the other 3, that's going to be pretty good. As 6 on 6 isn't very good, but 3 on 6 for us is very good. So we move up cautiously. As always, you want a single move Overwatch, leading with 1 person. Some people have asked me why I don't go on the top roof, and there's a simple answer for that. There's no hard cover. While on the left side, there's plenty of hard cover. And as you may remember, Ironman Impossible is all about taking hard cover and reducing risks. By going on the roof, where we're diminished to half cover, sure we get an aim bonus, but is that really worth it to have one of your soldiers die? I don't think so. Aw, that's cute. He named his battle scanner Trinimer's nickname. So, I'm going to skip in a little bit because it's pretty boring. I throw down scanners and I continue moving slowly. As we continue moving forward, it becomes quickly apparent that the enemy's cheating once again. As 3 Thinmen run up behind us, we don't really have a whole lot of Overwatch. NASA's going to miss. They will activate and run for cover, but not before tripping over 2 more Overwatches and having one of them go down. We still have 2 Thinmen, and Thinmen are extremely accurate and lethal, so we need to take care of them first before we continue our advance. I'll be going to Darius, and I'm going to take a headshot. It'll land, and there's only 1 Thinman left. Once again, I'm going to move somebody into an awkward position. That's so I can get a flank, and if things go bad, I still have run and gun. And my other sniper, which with a pistol can be very accurate. Thankfully the shot lands, and we're rewarded with a kill. With that, we still have the king and his 2 mutant entourages to take care of later on. We know this because you can actually hear what's left on the map. I hear mutons, so I know that there's still 3 out there. I know that there's 3 out there because it's a very hard mission, and on very hard missions you have 12 aliens. And because we've taken out 9 of them, I can be certain that there's only 3. So we continue to move up. Because there's not enough cover down below, I will be sending my sniper on the top roof. He's mostly there to draw fire and hunker down and maybe finish out one of them. But I don't really expect him to do much. Next turn, I move up Yorick, and, wouldn't you know it, there's the 3 mutons. The rest of the team is in pretty bad position, and NASA's not really in range for his rocket. So this turn, we're going to be all about moving into position for the next turn, and hunkering down to minimize risk. Once again, we throw a smoke grenade to reduce risk. We move up Singe and hunker him down. We hunker down Nasus. Twisted Fate is going to be out of line of fire, so we don't have to worry about him, so he's going to go on Overwatch. And finally, Yorick will also hunker down. On the aliens' turn, they kind of move up, sally forth, whatever have you. I'm not sure what Blood Call still does. I think it increases their will. And they don't shoot at us, so we're pretty happy about that. And now they're in much worse position than they were last turn. Nasus is closer, so he can fire his rocket. The only thing I have to really worry about is that muton back there. If I could deal at least 4 damage to him. Okay, we dealt 7 damage. If I was able to deal any sort of damage to him, I'm going to be able to use Nasus' rocket to blow the cover on the other 2, take him out, and then we're going to be in a pretty good spot. So now I'm going to shoot Nasus' rocket. It's going to hit all 3 mutons because of Danger Zone, and this is why I like Danger Zone so much, as well as the second rocket. If you remember, we've launched our first rocket at the beginning of the mission. And after some alignment, we unleash the beast. Now we just have 2 mutons left, and they're in open cover. We have Darius on the roof, and he's going to take a 100% shot to take out one of them. And all that's left is a king. And seeing as I want to capture the king and interrogate him, I'm going to move up Sivir. But the jerk's on Overwatch. However, you can't crit on Overwatch, so she's going to take 7 damage. And then follow that up by a suppress. He's got 1 life left, so next turn we'll be able to capture him at 90%. And if that doesn't work, I guess he's resisting arrest and we have to take him out. But on the other hand, if we capture him, we'll have 2 plasma rifles that we can use in 4 days once our research completes. Which shows off how powerful going for the taser in the alien lab really is, as we're still getting dividends from it. And with that, it's mission complete. However, back at base, Australia and China aren't as cool, but we've captured the king, so maybe after some interrogation, we can get the recipe for the Whopper. Boom-ch. Back at base, Sivir receives a purple heart, and Colonel. Right here I'm going to pick up Savior, because as you saw, Riven took 7 damage, and we're getting past that point where weapons do 3 to 4, 5 damage. They're starting to do a lot more, and being able to heal all the damage with 1 medkit is pretty good, instead of having to waste 2 medkits. It's starting to get to the end of the month, so I'm going to pick up everything from the OST, and then it's back to the globe. Plasma rifle finishes, so now I can actually use the plasma rifle. I'm going to follow this research up with some plasma cannons to make my fighters a little bit more scary. And it's actually pretty useful. It's time to launch the satellites, and we still have 3 left to launch. Australia and China will get 1, and so will India because of the bonus. The UK still needs a satellite, but we just did them a solid, so they're chill about it. With that, it's time for the council report. And it's an A. Why not an A+? What the hell, Teach? I worked hard for this A+. And in any case, that's the 3rd month knocked off. With our wallet overflowing with money, I now have to figure out what I want to spend it on. And I'm kind of behind on science tech, so after doing some excavating, I'm going to build some labs. I'm going to build 3 labs, matter of fact. Each lab increases your research speed by 20%, and if it's connected, it becomes 30. Well, for that lab. So if you have 2 labs next to each other, you research 50% faster. With that, it's back to the globe, and plasma cannon finishes, so now I can start outfitting my jets with it. I can't go for plasma weapons because I don't have enough weapon fragments, because like an idiot, I sold them back a couple episodes ago. So I guess the only thing left to do is go for alien flight. I'm going to be building some plasma cannons for my jets, so they'll be more deadlier. Unfortunately, 3 is all I can afford because I'm short on Alarium. And after I'm done fitting them out, it's back to the globe once again. Alien nav computers will finish up, and it's time to start another research. Now I still have a bunch of autopsies to do, and they're only about 2 days each. So I'm going to start just doing autopsies and ripping open a bunch of aliens. I'm not going to say which ones, because let's just say all of them. Lol, come on United Kingdom. 7 plasma rifles? You're crazy. And after a couple more days, our labs are done, and now our research is really starting to boom. But as we continue on the research train, it becomes apparent that a saucer wants to pick a dogfight with our new jet. So after purchasing some boosts, it's time to go to war. Come on, come on, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Show me. Oh, yeah, that did no damage. Oh, that's all you got? Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we have our next mission of month 4, so let's sally forth in it. But first, I have 2 plasma rifles to hand out, and they're going to go to Sivir and Singed. Twist of Fate's aim is still pretty low, so I don't feel comfortable giving him one yet, until I have an extra one to spare. But Sivir has been able to land a lot of her shots, and she's got 110 aim right now, with a regular rifle. That's not with any scope or anything. And once I'm done tasing things, she can get a scope, and she'll become even more lethal. Join me next time, guys, for Operation, I'm not sure what the name is, because my video cut out. In any case, this is as far as I've played, so today I'll be continuing my playthrough of the League of XCOM, so wish me luck. And as always, please subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think. A lot of you guys didn't apparently like the last video, so I'll try to figure out something else. But in the meantime, enjoy my videos as they come out normally. As always, I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield.